Can you hear me now? So I need to use this thing, I guess. I appreciate all that Jerry and Jody have done for the association for all these years. I mean, we already gave them a hand, but I'd like to give them another hand. I saw a month or so ago, I don't remember if Jerry put it out or David put it out, but they put out an email or a thing on Facebook that listed the events of the reunion for this year, and I read in that listing that I was a speaker. I called David and asked him if he had just volunteered me. He said, no, I asked you and you said you'd do it. So here I am. For those of you who don't know who I am, I'm the eighth son, or the eighth kid of Henry Coleman and Billy Smith from Carter 9 to graduate from Shiloh school system. I was the last of the 10 Smith kids to graduate here. I had two follow-ons after me that they graduated down in Texas. So there was a whole bunch of us Smiths went through Shiloh school system. And the Smith clan probably agreed with each other on most things. But one thing for sure that we all agreed on is that we got a damn good education from Shiloh. I graduated in '64, and then I went to 1 year at Oklahoma State, starved out. I went to Montana and went to work for the Forest Service. I lost my student deferment, was about to get drafted, so I dodged the draft by joining the Marine Corps. That was in December of '65, and 34 years later, I gave up on it and retired. And so I've been retired from the Marine Corps since September of '99. And just recently moved back into the area, bought a place, closed on the last Friday of about halfway between Sedan and Cedarville. I couldn't find anything on the Oklahoma side of the line, so I'm now an inch hitter. And there's a couple people in the room beside me that have gone through Marine Corps boot camp. But for the rest of you, I want to tell you a little bit about Marine Corps boot camp. And this is a process that the Marine Corps has been using very consistently for a long time, many years. In the first 2, sometimes depending on how dumb you are, 3 weeks at Marine Corps boot camp, the drill instructors are literally in your face, screaming at you, demeaning you in every way they can. Used to thump you a lot. They don't do that anymore. They're not allowed actually to touch you, but they still can very effectively break you down. And the object of this, and I mean, it's a 24-hour-a-day screaming, running, everything, constant turmoil. And the whole object of it is to make you stop believing that all of the things that you thought you knew and believed in are wrong. I mean, they want to literally break you down to the core, convince you that your mama and your daddy and your school teachers and your pastors were all wrong. You are stupid, you are worthless, you are ignorant, and you know nothing. You're worth nothing. And then when they break you down to the very core, then they start rebuilding you in the image that the Marine Corps wants. And a team person that believes in something bigger than themselves, being part of something bigger than themselves, instilled with the Marine Corps values of honor, courage, and commitment. When I went through that process, absolutely did not break me down. And they didn't break me down because I have been instilled with belief in myself from my family and from the Shiloh school system and community that was unbreakable. It was unbreakable. And the core that they found inside me was the core of honor, courage, and commitment that the Marine Corps was looking for, because that's what I learned. That's how I grew up here. I didn't need the institution of the United States Marine Corps to teach me that. I'd already been taught that at Shiloh School and in this community. And since I finished boot camp, and less than a year later went on to OCS, and then I had a very successful career in the Marine Corps. I've gone around the earth one way once, and halfway around and back 3 or 4 other times. I've met 6 presidents. And many heads of state around the world. I've known a lot of people, big swingers, met a lot of celebrities, played on the celebrity golf tour with Johnny Bench and Donnie Anderson from the Green Bay Packers, and a lot of other names you'd recognize. I've had a very successful career in life. When the Marine Corps sent me back to Oklahoma State University when I was a major, and so I got my bachelor's degree from Oklahoma State University. And I went on to get a master's degree in naval science and another master's degree in international relations. My last day of active duty, the day I retired, I was the commencement speaker at Campbell University in North Carolina. And after the commencement address was over, they awarded me an honorary PhD, Doctor of Laws, at the University, Campbell University. So I could, as it said on it, with all the rights and privileges thereto pertaining. And they had me, I had lunch with the faculty after the ceremony, and at the lunch time thing, they gave me a golf putter. And I told them then that I really had no idea what an honorary Doctor of Laws was good for, but I knew what a putter was good for. My point of this story is that in all of those events, in all of those things, in all of my schooling and education and the people I've met and traveled with and rubbed elbows with over the years, I never felt inadequate, ill-prepared in any way. And I have some people to thank for that. And they are not my drill instructors. They're not the colonels and generals and sergeants major of the Marine Corps, although I got a lot of them to thank for a lot of things. People I have to thank are probably first and foremost the most important man in my life besides my dad and my big brother Joe sitting back there is W.G. Ward. I mean, and Nellie Stepper and Helen Head and Gladys Snyder. I mean, those of us that were students then, and most of us in this room were, I can tell by looking. I don't know if we yet know how lucky we were to have those people in our lives. You know, I've been all over this country. I've been in every state. I've lived in quite a few of them. I've sent kids to school, my kids to school, in several different ones. None of them, nowhere else have I been in this country where the school systems could begin to compare to one I attended in Shiloh High School. I don't know if none of the current administration is here. So, I mean, I have no idea whether it's still anywhere in the same quality. I have no idea. I hope and pray it is, but we were really, really lucky. And I count myself a fortunate guy to have gone to school from first grade to 12th grade at the Shiver school system. We're very lucky to have what we have. It's always good to come home. I'm home to stay now or nearby, so you can count on me to help any way I can. We still owe this school a lot in this school system. It's great to be with you guys.
Thank you.
Go Tigers.